Hey everybody, welcome to the Hamakua Homestead. I'm so excited to be here with you guys. I have been given an awesome opportunity by Anna over at Fermented Homestead to join you guys for Fermented February. I'm going to be making a spicy sauerkraut today. Today I am going to be making a spicy sauerkraut. The store I went to today only had small heads of cabbage, so I went ahead and got 5 of those. It's a little over 6 pounds. We're going with a 5-pound recipe to make 2 quarts. And I went ahead and pre-chopped some carrots in my food processor that I got for Christmas, and also some jalapenos. So first off, we're going to start by chopping up the cabbage. I do prefer mine to be on the smaller side. So I'm just going to go ahead and get started chopping up these cabbages. I'm going to keep the larger leaves, as I have learned to keep those so that we can put them on the top to keep our sauerkraut underneath the brine. I don't know if this one's going to work so well. I've only fermented 2 things. One, I did try sauerkraut with a friend. We did that together. I have been eating on that. And the other thing I tried not too long ago, it was based off of Anna's Fermented Homestead video on fermenting asparagus. And it is still fermenting. As she said in her video, it's not very fermenty. I have tried it once before, and I decided to let it go a little bit longer. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get these. They're pretty weak ones. Maybe this one. I'll try to cut out this core first. See if that helps. That might do the trick. That'll do just fine. I guess these aren't as small as I was thinking they were gonna be. I'll let the salt sit in here while I cut up the jalapenos. I am kind of a spice wuss, so we're gonna give this one a try. I hope that I don't overdo it. Like I mentioned, I have not done a lot of fermenting, but I have in the last year or so done quite a bit of pressure canning, a little bit of water bath canning, and a couple of experiments here and there. I'm really excited about pressure canning. I don't know how many weekends have passed where I haven't canned something. I just really enjoy it. I think I have to get a bigger bowl, you guys. Hold on. I still have one more cabbage to put in here. That's not gonna fit. I was reading as I was preparing for this about the benefits of purple sauerkraut. And what I was reading was saying that there's plenty more antioxidants. There's plenty of vitamin A, vitamin K, like multiples beyond what's in green sauerkraut. So I think we'll have to try that one day. Sauerkraut's definitely, at this point in time, my favorite ferment. I think that probably goes with a lot of people. But I am excited to start learning other recipes and reaping the benefits of just general fermentation. Doing it now. Hey, making sauerkraut. out. All right, so I'm gonna add 2 heaping tablespoons of salt. You know, I might do a teensy bit more like 2.5. The one time before when I did make sauerkraut, I did make the mistake of adding too much salt, which I didn't really think was possible for me, but it was. So now I'm just going to massage and squeeze, get that salt all mixed in, massage that cabbage, break it down, and then do this for about 5 minutes, if I have the patience. See, just even this small amount of time that I've been massaging this cabbage, it has shrunk significantly. As a newbie fermenter, I have one other experience to go on doing this, you know, kind of on my own. My friend is helping me, but we did notice that I definitely prefer it a little softer and not quite as sour. So I'm thinking the more I smash it, then it'll be a little bit softer when the final product comes. And also, I won't have to ferment it as long, just to not have too much of that sauerkraut taste. Depending on how much this breaks down anymore, it might actually end up being a little bit more than the 2 quarts that I had originally intended. It's working. It's going a little longer. All right, I think we'll call that good. And I'm gonna go ahead and let this sit for a good 15-20 minutes, see how the liquid comes out of the cabbage to make our brine with, and I'll bring you guys back when I see how it goes. Okay, so while our sauerkraut is sauerkrauting, we will go ahead and get our jalapenos all cut up. I don't wanna go overboard because I am a spice wuss. So I think maybe I will start with 1.5. I'm gonna do 1.5 jalapenos for both quarts. These are pretty big, and I can also tell right away that they are already really spicy. I am going to leave the seeds in here. I don't know if that's gonna be a mistake, but we shall find out really soon. Okay, it's been about 30 minutes since we started our cabbage with the salt. I have our jalapenos cut up. We have our carrots that we cut up prior, and now we're going to jar it up. I am going to go ahead and I'm gonna layer this a little bit. Of course, most of it is going to be cabbage with teeny bits of carrots and teeny bits of jalapenos. And I believe that we're gonna have enough liquid where we don't have to add any kind of butter or brine. That's the goal. Oops, here we go. Let's see how it does. Now I don't have a kraut pounder, so I'll just use the blunt end of a utensil. It's kind of blunt. All right, looking good. A couple scoops. might have just stuck with one jalapeno. We'll see. Now I'm pounding it down quite a lot to soften the cabbage and also the carrots. All right, onto the second jar. So on this one, I did leave some space at the top so that we have room to put in our extra cabbage leaves and our weight so that it will stay underneath the brine while it's fermenting. Next jar. Now, I'm using today sliced carrots. I think that in the future I would use shredded carrots. I think it would just work a little easier. So we're just pounding this down in there, pounding it so that we get all the liquid drawn up, and it takes a little while. I think I gotta get a third jar. Okay, last stretch, guys. Got our last scoop. Okay, so we have our jars all filled up. You can see that they're pretty well layered. Got your jalapenos and your carrots. I have 3 jars. Don't think that you need to have a professional kind of pickling puck. I don't. Well, I have one, but it's currently being used by our asparagus. So what I do have are a couple of disinfected rocks. My sister taught me this trick. So I'm going to go ahead and figure out another rock. Okay, so we have our 2 jars filled up. Well, really we have 3, but I don't have a third sanitized pickling rock to put on the 3rd one. So I'll figure out what to do with that later. But for now, we're gonna go ahead and cover up our ferment with our cabbage leaves that we kept from the beginning. I did purposefully use the regular mouth jars because I know that they are easier to keep the weight down below the shoulder. Wide mouth, I think, is not so easy. This one can go in here. That one broke too. Pushing all the air out. It's pretty crammed down in there already. I don't know if I really need to be pushing it down as much as I am. There's a lot of liquid. All right, we're gonna put our rocks, which if you have a pickling puck, that would be perfect for such a purpose. There we go. Holds that weight down there so all of our ingredients are underneath the brine. Number 2. There we go. Gotcha. Alrighty. That looks really good. I'm just going to take out these little floaters. We don't need any floaters because anything that is above the brine, that's where you can possibly get mold, bacteria that you don't want. So you want to make sure everything is submerged. So now I'm just going to put my clean lids on top and I'm going to store them in a cool, dry place. I'm going to probably check them almost every day. It'll probably be several days before it starts to have any activity whatsoever. And I will check it, see how I like the taste, if I want it to go ferment longer, or if it's ready, then I will go ahead and pop it in the refrigerator and snack on it anytime. And there you have it. There's our sauerkraut. Thank you so much for joining me today. I look forward to many future videos with you guys. Aloha. Okay, it's been 4 days since we set our spicy sauerkraut to ferment, and we're gonna check on it now and give it a taste test. Looks pretty bubbly in there. Yep. Got some action. Let's try the other one. That's why I have a plate underneath. Okay, let's see if we can get our pickling rock out of there and give it a taste test. Go. Oh goodness. It's very sour, but not too much sour. A piece of jalapeno in there. Oops. I'm gonna let it stop fermenting. It's not too much. I will definitely still eat it, but I am going to go ahead and pull this ferment and put it in the fridge so that I can snack on it later. That was 4 days, and we're going to call it good. Thanks for hanging out with me, you guys, and I hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and be sure to hit the subscribe button below. Thank you.